Hi, my dears. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new here. My name is Emma, and I am so happy you clicked on my What's for Dinner video. I hope you like it. We'll give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. For tonight's dinner, I am making chicken tostadas. So before work, I put 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, 2 cups of chicken stock, some onion and garlic powder, and some salt and pepper into my slow cooker, and I cooked it on low for 10 hours. The chicken has been keeping warm for 25 minutes. I just got home from work, but it is cooked. Now, I have 3 chicken breasts in there. I'm gonna separate them into 2 meals. I'm gonna take out half of it and put it into a bowl, let it cool down, then put it in my refrigerator until I'm ready to use it. And then the chicken that I'm gonna use for tonight, I'm just gonna leave in my crock pot. And then I'm gonna add some corn, some black beans, some taco seasoning, let the corn and the black beans warm up. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of sour cream and we're gonna put it on some tostadas. That is tonight's dinner. I'm just gonna put my Ninja Foodie on sear saute to warm the other stuff through. But first I'm gonna take out the chicken that I'm not using tonight. Here's 1.5 pieces of chicken breast that I'm just gonna let cool down and put in my fridge till I'm ready to use it. So I have my sear saute feature on, low medium heat. The chicken breast, I just drained the chicken stock juice out. Now I'm just gonna shred up my chicken. I just drained some black beans I'm gonna throw in there. The corn. And I'm also gonna add some diced green chilies to give it a little kick. I'm just gonna stir all that up. Then I'm going to add some taco seasoning. Okay, everything's in. I'm just gonna pop the lid on and just let the beans and the corn warm up. Now everything is heated through. I'm just gonna add some sour cream and stir it up. Now time to assemble the tostadas. I just did some sour cream, the chicken, the corn, and the black bean mixture. And now we're gonna add some cheese. And there it is, all served up. Delicious. Now for tonight's dinner, our slow cooker Salsa Verde pork. I had bought a big pork shoulder, I think it was called, and I had my husband separate it into 4 different meals. This is meal number 3 using it. So I'm going to start by putting this in my slow cooker, or the pork in my slow cooker, adding some onion powder, garlic powder, some salsa verde, and I'm just going to fill up the salsa verde can with some chicken stock and pour that in there and then cook it on low for 10 hours. I just got home. There's still 40 minutes left on the meat. I just stuck a fork in it to make sure it was cooked. And it is tender. For our side dish, I'm just gonna make this Nor Spanish rice. Easy. 2 cups of water, tablespoon of butter, the rice package. Stir that up and bring it to a boil. Has come to a boil. I'm going to reduce the heat. And pop the lid on and let it simmer for 7 minutes. The rice is done. I'm also going to warm up some tortillas for the side. The meat is done. And here it is all served up. I just did 2 tortillas on the side, the meat, the rice, some cheese, guacamole, pico, and a little bit of sour cream so we can make burritos. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, I'm going to attempt to make chicken roll-ups. I say attempt because I've told you guys, if you've been around here and seen a couple of my videos, I'm not the most patient person, and this requires a little patience that I do not have. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to make them. You are going to need some, let's start, lasagna noodles. I just got the oven ready. Lasagna noodles. You're gonna need some ricotta cheese, some Parmesan cheese. I have the fancy Parmesan today. Some mozzarella. I have the not so fancy mozzarella. You're going to need some S&P. You are going to need a tomato, some spinach, an egg, I'm not even gonna touch it because I'll break it, some Alfredo sauce, garlic, onion, bell pepper. I'm not gonna use all of this, I'll probably use half. If this is half of a red and half of a green, and I'm gonna just use probably half of this. Some butter, and then here is my chicken that I had made not last night, but the night before. It's been in my refrigerator, so I'm just gonna shred this up. Okay, that's everything I do believe I'm going to need. I'm gonna start by boiling up my water for the noodles. Yes, they're oven ready, but we wanna roll them, so I'm going to need them to be soft. So I'm gonna boil them up. Getting my water done. I wanna add some salt. And then just wait for that to boil up. The pasta water is boiling. Now I'm gonna add my oven ready lasagna noodles. And I'm just going to let these cook up for just a couple of minutes till they're soft, probably 5 minutes, because they are gonna go in the oven. I just need them a little soft so I can roll them. So, yeah, I'm gonna say about 5 minutes. While the noodles are cooking up, I'm gonna start cooking up my veggies and my chicken. I'm gonna start by putting about a tablespoonish of butter in my pan. Let it melt. The butter is melting. Now I'm gonna add a tablespoon of garlic. Stir it up and add onion, bell pepper, and tomato. I am preheating my oven to 350. It just reached temperature. Now I'm just gonna let this saute up a little bit. While the noodles are cooking up and the veggies are cooking up, my husband is just shredding my chicken. Now I'm going to mix some ricotta with an egg. Then once all the chicken and the vegetables are cooked, I'm gonna put that in here. Now over here, These are looking good. Just gonna add some spinach. And I'm just gonna let that wilt down and then we'll add the chicken. The noodles are done, so I'm just gonna put them in here to cool down a little bit. I tried to arrange the lasagna noodles nicely over my strainer, but that did not work so well. And here, this is almost done. I'm gonna add the chicken. Gonna let that cook up a little bit. This has been cooking up for 5 minutes, and now I'm gonna add the chicken mixture to the ricotta. And then just mix it up. Okay, now the fun part. So I'm gonna roll them and put them in here. So we're gonna start by putting a little bit of the Alfredo sauce at the bottom. Spread it out. Okay, now we are going to roll. Oh yay, they're cold. Let's do it this way. It's gonna take some of our chicken mixture and just lay it like so. I don't even know how much to put. Still want them to roll. All right, let's start with that much. Let's see. Okay. And then put it in the Alfredo sauce. I'm just gonna keep doing that. Last one. They are done. Now I'm just gonna top it with the rest of the Alfredo sauce. Now I'm going to add some mozzarella. And the fancy Parmesan. Now I'm going to put it in my 350-degree preheated oven for 30 minutes. Here they are done. I'm just gonna sprinkle some parsley. Voila, delicious. For tonight's dinner, we are making Taco Joes. You're gonna need some ground beef, taco seasoning pack, what size is this? 10-ounce jar of red enchilada sauce, a 16-ounce can of refried beans. I just got the Walmart brand that I'm using today. And this is a 24-ounce salsa. I'm only going to use probably 3/4 of it. Half to 3/4. And some hot dog buns. I have these sausage roll buns. So I'm gonna start by putting my Ninja Foodi on medium high, sear saute. And we're gonna brown up the meat. It is cooked up, now I'm just gonna drain off some of the grease.
Viva is the name.
Okay, now I'm going to add my refried beans. My enchilada sauce. And half of the salsa. And stir it up. Now I'm gonna add my taco seasoning. Some water. Now I'm gonna put the lid on it. And we are going to slow cook it on high for 4 hours. When the taco Joe meat mixture was nearly done, I just put my oven to 325 and warmed up my hot dog buns. Also on the side, I had cut up some tomato, and then I just put some sour cream, some guacamole, some lettuce, and some cheese just into a little dish so we could use them as toppings if we wanted to. Here it is all done. And then on mine, I just did the meat, the guacamole, some sour cream, lettuce, some cheddar cheese, and some tomato. And that was mine, all done. This was delicious. And that concludes this week's What's for Dinner video. I hope you guys liked it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Have a fabulous week. Bye.